Hey everybody, welcome back to Mythril Markums, and on today's video, me and Alex went on a little mini adventure here in town at the Toledo Club for an event called Yuletide Mini Ren Faire.
Yeah, it was a bit of piece of history. 1889 is when the club was created, as well as the Seagate Food Bank, which was 50 years old, and it was free entry if you brought a canned good.
Where they had the vendors, where they had the forge, and where they had the live music and games, kind of all melted together.
Yeah, it was a great place to spend holidays.
And it was a great way to give back to the community. That was the most important part of this event, was giving back to the local community with the Seagate Food Bank. So guys, kind of set the scene for the whole day. Me and Alex left from the house, you know, it wasn't that far away. It wasn't super crazy, like, you know, 45-minute, hour, 2-hour drive. But initially we put in the wrong address.
So once we finally got to the event and actually got inside, it kind of blew us away. It was unassuming from the outside. And once we got in, we're like, what an amazing space for a Ren Fair. I mean, I was unassuming, just like the Akron Zoo that I went to, and their first Ren Fair. This was the second year they did this Ren Fair, so it definitely had more polish on it, and just sort of a great venue to do something like this.
And especially the way it had it laid out. You had the forge in the middle. You took a left when you walked in, and you had all the vendors, and then, you know, you go past the forge again, walk out of that room, go to the other room, and it's a game room with live music. You got a harpist, you have like a 3-piece holiday musical band, you have people that are just singing like Elvish music. It was super cool.
Yeah, just like the large Christmas trees and lights and decorations really added that Yuletide theme. It was a very small venue, but they did a lot with what they had. You know, just full of the private local vendors. It just was great.
Yeah, so the real thing that made it Yuletide, in, you know, when I walked in initially, I'm like, this could be any like winter, non-holiday based event, was they had an amazing Santa. I think they call him the Toledo Santa. He was, you know, a super sweet gentleman, really does it for the right reasons, and really plays the part extremely well.
Yeah, so he definitely had an amazing outfit for Santa. I think he lives the life of Saint Nick, that like morally, as well as like does things like does tabletop games for charity, and just the people there really make it, honestly.
The cool thing, I didn't know about Santa. I didn't know Santa does tabletop games. I didn't know. That's super cool. It didn't feel like any other event we've ever been to, which is really what I'm trying to say. It really felt unique for this time of year, especially. We know, being LARPers, there's not that many events going on during the wintertime, and to have an event
season
like this really helps you stay in tune with your local community.
Yeah, this was definitely fun for the community to do during the off season when you don't have the nice weather outside, and it was a great time.
Yeah, especially, you know, what's going on currently with people needing more help. Local food banks are crucial for the community.
Yeah, so this event was totally about the local community, and we were invited here by Sanctorum, a local boffer group. We can go over that in future videos, just for me and Kyle learning how to kind of foam fight. But we were helping out their table that they had at this event with a little video that we created of one of the events we went to with them, called Field of Bones. They were just bringing the spirit of LARP to this event and gaining new members. Through them, we were able to link up with the organizer of this event, the Duchess, and get a private walkthrough.
This is the Founders Ballroom. It's stunning. It is gorgeous. This is my favorite ballroom, and the acoustics in here are phenomenal. This was built in an era in which sound systems didn't exist. And so when we host the ball here, this is our actual formal ballroom dance area. We clear out all the tables, we bring in live music. And let me tell you, for the Villains Ball, when we had the Toledo Opera here performing Phantom of the Opera, it was phenomenal. So the acoustics are beautiful. And so when we do it, we always do like a big ballroom dance, where it's just kind of like this beautiful, elegant space. Like, this is all original construction. So when they built this place, to my knowledge, when they built it, it was floors 1, 2, and 3. So it's world class. There's nothing like it. You'll see art on the walls. That's some of the main primary founders of this space, because again, this is the private VIP club of the most like movers and shakers of America. You'll see Libby, at the time predominant glassmaker of all of America, which is right here in Toledo. He was one of the founders here. You'll see Willis. Oh wait, that's called Jeep. This room has been host to presidents, senators, congressmen, governors, mayors. There's movers and shakers through the century that have come in and out of this room. And then I turn it into a nerd space. You know, we're keeping the space alive in the spirit of having fun and elegance and beauty.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, you're the one that got really the private walkthrough. I was more focused on the video acquisition portion of it.
Yeah. It wasn't very dressed up.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was, as the Harry Potter community would say, I was muggled. I was all muggled up. I was definitely muggled up on this one, but my focus was really to capture the venue, and especially the impromptu interview / video we did with the Duchess was super awesome.
Yeah, which was fascinating. So, I mean, definitely some of the things she shared with us, I was unaware of, and like the history of this club, basically created by David Ross Locke back in like 1882, which is like called a Draconic something.
Yeah, and I think he was the founder of the Toledo Blade, right?
Yes, he was the publisher of the Toledo Blade. So
which is a local newspaper. Actually, we got a connection to Toledo Blade. Our grandfather worked for the Toledo Blade for like 40 years.
Our dad and our uncle.
A little bit of factoid of the Marco brothers right there.
Right. Yep. So we've been in Toledo for a while too. So we're kind of natives to that. And this is definitely an amazing event. I found a lot of history, and it's really about supporting that local community here. The highlights, essentially, the ballrooms and how the future events of the Duchesses has those events taking place, and giving us those insights like the acoustics in a room that doesn't have speakers. Just an amazing insight to this venue space, and definitely an amazing person to know and to hang out with.
Yeah, and actually, I want to say something, a little bit of tidbit about the Toledo Club is they actually have a barber station in the men's brunch room.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen that in my life. A whole barber station for people to come get their haircuts if they're a part of the club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're not gonna show you any footage of that because we're not gonna go into the men's room with cameras.
I think, yeah, no, we did not do that. Not at all. The big thing about the Toledo Club is it's still a cornerstone of the local community to this day, over 100 years later.
Yeah, you can just see how much they give back with just sponsoring events like this that can give to a local food bank.
So guys, in conclusion, events like this are the way that the local LARP community survives, the way the local Ren Faire community survives. Get out to your guys' local events, reach out to people in your community if you don't have any, and put events like this together. So,
help support your local events. Drop down in the comment section below any cool stories you have of any of your local Ren Fairs or any Ren Fairs you've been to. So with that, Mythril Markhams, we're signing out, and everyone keep on adventuring.
Have a blessed day.
Friends and foes all getting along. Stomp, stomp, hear the floorboards ring. Clink, clink, let the tankard sing.